I want to talk to you about a couple of the programs that are going on. One of the things that we kind of talked about before we started the podcast was reconnecting to play. And could you maybe describe that for our listeners and our audience, exactly what is reconnecting to play?
Yeah, the premise of it basically is adults come to the library and do playful things like, we've had Nerf gun wars, that sort of illustrates what we're talking about here better than anything, I think, running around the library, closed library on a Friday night with Nerf guns and shooting each other. And the idea, there is a kind of a method to the madness. It really is that as adults, we need to be lighthearted and do recreational things and reconnect to play. We're sometimes a little bit too serious, and this is a good way to de-stress and also to meet people, make connections, all the good things. It's that sort of higher level of stuff that places like libraries provide. So we have a social worker, and she has spearheaded this along with our adult community librarian who's sadly left the library just very recently and is going home to Ontario. We'll be replacing that position, but it was them that started this, and it's the kind of thing, programming is really interesting because it's an art, it's not a science, and you never know what's going to take off. You sort of throw spaghetti against the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks. And this program, it could be a hard one to get going, to get people to drop their adult role and to sort of run around and laugh and all that stuff. It's not easy, but they've really built this up. It's become one of our most popular programs. There's a waiting list. It's packed every time it happens, and that's because of the people that were doing it who brought their energy and their passion and their love to this.
So speaking of the waiting list and that, is there an age range that this is designed to be for?
This is for adults, but I think, any adult would be happy. If you're, 60 like me and you want to come on down and shoot Nerf guns, sign up. You'll be welcome. Yeah.
I also noticed that there's a program going on called Adulting 101. I'm assuming that's for maybe young adults that are sort of getting ready to step out into the real world, and they need some practical education.
Yes,
on
they
what
do.
It's like to live on their own.
We did in our time, and they do now for sure. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is it's for young adults. We have a really active young adult program. We have a room we call Honeycomb House that's got lots of cool things in it. There's tons of cool programming that happens around that. It's something that's pretty important to us, and there's again a definite both local community need and also universal need in the world today for young adults to get some help, getting established and finding their place and finding good things in the community. So yeah, that's one where they will learn all kinds of skills that you wouldn't necessarily pick up in your day-to-day life.